This robot turns pages faster than flipping a switch, and the key is, it remembers everything. After it finished reading all the books at home, it started watching the TV at home, and learned quite a few commercial slogans in one night. In less than a day of exploration, it not only learned to drive, but also learned to dance and sing. Could it be that the robot is becoming sentient? It was originally invented as a weapon of war, equipped with advanced laser cannons that can instantly target and destroy objectives. This made the military's top brass and officials very satisfied. A total of 5 of these robots were developed. They not only know how to fight, but can also prepare chilled cocktails. While the boss was introducing them, the sky suddenly thundered loudly. Seeing that it was about to rain, the boss planned to continue the introduction indoors. As the staff were doing indoor inspections, a lightning bolt struck the iron tower. The lightning traveled along the wires to the laboratory, and then to the body of robot number 5. After a burst of sparks and lightning, robot number 5 stopped moving. The staff went to check and found that number 5 had no issues. As they walked back to the exhibition stage, robot number 5 broke away from the group and was accidentally pushed away by a garbage truck. It was then loaded onto a garbage transport truck. The boss noticed one was missing and quickly found the inventor, Steve. Steve tried to shut down the power and activate the automatic return system, but was rejected by number 5. Using the tracking system, they quickly located number 5. Meanwhile, number 5 saw a little butterfly. He was filled with curiosity about this little creature. The butterfly suddenly flew away. To chase the butterfly, number 5 jumped off the garbage transport truck, fell into the roadside bushes, and after a friendly exchange with a dog, he started running on the road. Number 5 is equipped with a powerful laser weapon, and fearing it might pose a threat to people, Sang Biao planned to send someone to retrieve it, and if necessary, directly destroy the armored vehicle. While speeding down the road, it happened to collide with number 5, who was running on the road. At this moment, number 5 was in the blind spot of the vehicle's view. Number 5 was pushed by the armored vehicle and quickly ran onto a large bridge. At this point, number 5 suddenly poked his head out from the front of the vehicle. The driver thought it was about to attack, hurriedly pulled up the shield, and slammed on the brakes. Number 5 suddenly lost control and rushed off the bridge. During the fall, he opened his built-in parachute and landed on a fast food truck. The driver, Eli, is an enthusiastic animal protector who has adopted various small animals at home. However, his boyfriend is not a good person and always wants to take his dog for experiments. Eli angrily chased his boyfriend away with a baseball bat. At night, the dog outside suddenly started barking. Eli noticed his car was shaking and thought his boyfriend was causing trouble again, so he grabbed the baseball bat and went out. The car door opened, and he was startled. There was a small head, big eyes, and 2 metal whips on its head flapping around. Eli thought he encountered an alien and hurriedly introduced himself warmly. Number 5 didn't understand anything until Eli gave a command to move forward, and then number 5 followed him home. Eli enthusiastically introduced number 5 to the floor, the ceiling, the flower pot, and the little goldfish. He even took out a globe to show him where he was. When he took out a book to introduce, number 5 finished reading it in a few seconds. In no time, he had read all the books in Eli's house. As they say, learning is for application, so he started demonstrating everything he learned to Eli. This is a cup. This is noodles. This is a metal pot. He didn't learn much else, but he sure was good at making a mess. To calm him down, Eli hurriedly turned on the TV. Who knew? He watched it all night and learned quite a few commercial slogans. When Eli introduced the sun to him, the dog excitedly rushed over, scaring number 5 into retreating. As a result, he accidentally fell into the chicken coop. That's when Eli saw number 5's information and realized he was just a robot. After all this time, he thought it was an alien. Then, Eli called the laboratory, hoping they could take number 5 away. The lab quickly dispatched a team. Number 5 saw a little bizarre and mimicked its actions, jumping up. As a result, he accidentally stepped on it and flattened it. Number 5 didn't understand what death was and thought he could be reassembled like himself. After Eli explained what death meant, number 5 suddenly understood. He realized that if he was sent back to the lab for disassembly, it would mean his death too. To avoid being killed, he quickly climbed into Eli's car, grabbed the manual, quickly read it, then started the car, hit the gas, and rushed out. Eli jumped directly onto the car. Although he learned to drive, after all, it was all theoretical knowledge from books, and in practice, it wasn't quite the same. On the road, he drove recklessly. Ellie climbed into the back of the car, and number 5 sped all the way to the edge of a cliff. Fortunately, he managed to hit the brakes just in time. Ellie asked him what he was really afraid of. Number 5 is alive. Seeing the lab's car approaching, number 5 hurriedly put a cardboard box over his head. Seeing how scared he was, Ellie decided to help him and stepped forward. He talked with Steve. Steve didn't believe it at all. Didn't he know his own robot that he developed himself? After Steve promised not to dismantle number 5 got out of the car. Steve was very surprised that number 5 could actually follow Ellie's commands. At this moment, Sang Biao also arrived with his men. They started shooting at number 5. Number 5 had no choice but to fight back, but he deliberately avoided hitting people, while their bullets hit Number 5. It wasn't until Steve stepped forward to stop them that Sang Biao finally ceased fire. The injured Number 5 kept shouting Ellie's name, but Steve still turned off his power. Then, Number 5 was carried away. Although his power was turned off, his head could still move. He used the metal plate on his head to grab a wrench, then smash the power source on his body, first repairing the damaged circuit board, and then replacing it with a new arm. At this moment, the driver noticed he was moving. The driver threatened him with a gun, telling Number 5 not to come closer. Number 5 stepped forward, grabbed the gun, and then dismantled it. The two were so scared they hurriedly got out of the car and ran away. After squeezing out of the car seat, Number 5 drove away. On the road, he removed the tracking device from his body and threw it onto a pickup truck. Sang Biao, following the tracking information, stopped the pickup truck fully armed, only to find it was just an elderly couple. That night, while Ellie was taking a bath, Number 5 returned. Seeing Ellie in the bathtub, Number 5 complimented her on her great figure. Only then did Ellie realize he had thoughts, and she hurriedly covered herself with a towel. Ellie didn't want to get caught because of Number 5, so she urged him to leave quickly. While Ellie was getting dressed, Number 5 prepared a hot drink for her. Ellie, feeling soft-hearted, agreed to let him stay for the night. That night, Number 5 saw dancing on TV and happily started learning. And pulled Ellie up to dance together. The next morning, Number 5 was making a big meal for Ellie. At this moment, her boyfriend came over with a gun. He learned that Sang Biao had offered 25,000 to capture the robot and planned to catch the robot for the reward. Number 5 pushed the boyfriend down and rushed out. When the boyfriend got outside, he found his luxury car had turned into a pile of parts. Furious, he fired his gun, but Number 5 easily deflected all the shots. The boyfriend picked up a steel pipe and charged forward. Seeing her boyfriend in such a sorry state, Ellie laughed heartily. The boyfriend angrily shouted, "I'll be back." Then he quickly ran away, holding up his pants. The furniture here is definitely not safe anymore. Ellie planned to drive away from here. Number 5 felt that as long as they could convince Steve, it would be fine. So, they contacted Steve by phone. While Ellie was talking to Steve, other passionate people discovered Number 5. Number 1 had just launched an attack on him when he got mud smeared in his eyes. Number 5 took the opportunity to move forward and shut down the power. Then, Number 2 fell into a trap and was hoisted up. Number 3 rushed straight into the outhouse. In no time, all 3 robots were captured. Number 5 quickly modified their programs. At this time, Sang Biao's men drove over again. Fortunately, Number 5 noticed them in time. Ellie and Steve had just reached an agreement when undercover Sang Biao arrived. At this moment, Number 5 rushed in. Sang Biao started shooting with his gun. Number 5 called Ellie to break through the house and run out. A lot of cars started chasing them. Number 5 used a mechanism to knock down a big tree, blocking the car's path. When the 3 robots arrived, they were performing a skit according to Number 5's program, leaving everyone bewildered. Ellie no longer wanted to trust anyone. But Number 5 still believed in Steve. While Ellie was asleep, Number 5 kidnapped Steve over. Steve was still unsure if Number 5 had gained life. He poured a drink on paper and asked Number 5, "What is this?" Number 5 said, "It looks like a bird, a butterfly, or a maple leaf." It seems Number 5 already has the ability to associate. While Steve was checking Number 5's circuits, Number 5 took the opportunity to tie his shoelaces together, causing Steve to fall flat on his face. This was to test whether Number 5 had human emotions. Steve told him a joke, and then Number 5's laughter echoed throughout the valley. At this moment, Sang Biao and his men arrived and quickly surrounded them. Steve wanted to explain that Number 5 was alive, but Sang Biao didn't believe it at all. Just then, the back door of the car suddenly opened, and a robot rushed out quickly. Sang Biao's men fired wildly at it, and then even sent in helicopters to bomb it. After a loud explosion, the robot was blown to pieces. Ellie sat on the ground, heartbroken. Then, the robot's parts were carried away by them. The two drove away, saddened. Steve also decided to leave that laboratory. At this moment, Number 5's voice suddenly came from the back of the car. It turned out that what was destroyed earlier was just a temporary replica he had assembled. Steve planned to go to the countryside to inherit his father's 40 acres of land, and he could take all the little animals from Ellie's home with him. Number 5 squeezed into the driver's seat, tossed out the seat, and they happily headed to the countryside. From then on, they lived a shamelessly happy life together. The movie, Short Circuit, ends here. A 1986 sci-fi comedy film. It was broadcast on the Jengda Theater back in the day and is a childhood memory for many friends. If you like it, you can watch the original film. Alright, if you want to see more great movie reviews, please follow me. Bye bye.